Providing students with the skills and knowledge to understand and think about challenging behaviour allows students to become well-informed citizens who are able to consider the thoughts and feelings of others. The resource is a bucket filling board, which will be introduced and explored by reading the pretext, How Full Is Your Bucket?, written by Tom Rath and Mary Reckmeyer and illustrated by Maury Manning. The purpose of using the bucket filling board and reading the book in the classroom is to provide students with an understanding of challenging behaviour. The resource promotes an inclusive environment where students who are exhibiting challenging behaviour are not labelled as bad or rejected by other students. Rather, students are able to understand that there could be other motivating factors behind the behaviour. This helps to prevent children who are exhibiting challenging behaviour from slipping into shame and the challenging behaviour becoming worse. Students will develop an understanding of challenging behaviour while reading the book How Full Is Your Bucket? The book allows students to critically reflect on their actions and behaviours and that of their peers. Students who exhibit challenging behaviours develop an understanding that their behaviour is not a reflection of who they are as a person, rather a response to their buckets being empty due to the circumstances in their lives. The bucket filling board provides educators with a powerful tool for preventing challenging behaviour in the classroom. That tool is positive attention. An engaging, inclusive learning environment is a motivating factor for children and aids in the prevention of challenging behaviour. When our buckets are full, we are much more inclined to fill our buckets and the buckets of others, and when our buckets are empty, we tend to find ourselves dipping. Students should be encouraged to fill others' buckets using kind words and actions throughout each day. When a student fills others' buckets, their bucket also gets filled. Using a bucket filling board, students can recognise when someone has filled their bucket by writing a positive note for their bucket or anyone else's bucket they wish to contribute to. Educators are able to recognise and reward students' positive behaviour by filling students' buckets both physically in the student's bucket or through verbal praise. This gives students a sense of accomplishment, pride and citizenship. The resource also provides students who are exhibiting challenging behaviour with a concept that they can take into consideration when their behaviour is negative. Students can use the bucket concept as a means for communicating what is going on with them. For example, if a student is calling another student names, the teacher can say something like, "Are you filling a bucket or dipping a bucket?" When the student responds, the teacher can ask if the student's bucket is full or empty and ask why. Students will learn that educators are trying to help them with the issues or feelings they are experiencing, rather than purely reacting to their behaviour. Students who feel included feel valued, and every child deserves to feel valued.
Created using Powtoon.